Alright, we're starting a new playthrough on hard mode. That's good.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Well, this is a hell of an intro. Naked man walking in the horrors. Alright. I did not expect this to be the intro. This is hilarious, to be honest. It's great. Absolutely unsightly naked man just walking through the forest in the dark. I wonder how many people turned the game off, like, immediately. Just didn't want to see this. Oh, a little scary, a little spooky. A little break from the ass. You're still not scared of me. This guy's way too funny looking naked. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be mean or anything, but come on. This guy's looking rough. Get him a blanket. Looks cold. Oh, the game's telling me I can run. Well, a second ago it wouldn't let me, so I just assumed this guy was incapable of running, but evidently he still got it in him. He looks tired, though. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, we'll just keep running. Just gonna keep running. Oh, damn. Yeah, I was like, there's no way to avoid this guy's death. He's screwed.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
Hey, over here. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very accurate portrayal of what the brain of a small town cop is like. This is beautiful. These guys are dumber than nails.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Mention the city folk, he says.
Against city folk, right?
Not that we have anything against the
But
city
don't worry.
folk, right?
Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Jesus.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss
Jesus.
it.
To grandmother's
Everything's
house we
been
go,
closed
huh?
since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Alright, so this is dope. Case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders.
Everything we know about the murders.
Worth taking another look.
Case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze clues, progressive investigation. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Dentist, teacher, store owner. Stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrists, large chest wound, heart removed from Percy Wolf. Murder method. Exposure to water post-mortem. Post-mortem tattooing. Interesting. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery technique. I like this. It's like showing like what even would the case look like for some supernatural shit to go down, and you're just looking at it like scratching your head. Very interesting.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started.
And it does not pause the game. That's curious. So you can do this to kind of get a feel for what you're doing. I just ignore these guys. Oh, I can zone these cops out and just walk around the mine place. Oh, that's cool. The door actually exits. That's pretty sick. Private, huh? What's private inside the mine place? That is forbidden fruit, my friends. Quite literally. Enough about that. Oh, there's some good-looking textures here. Pretty swanky. Yeah, particles in the air are a bit much, right? Like, I get it's a dusty log cabin, but geesh. Yeah. So yeah, we've got our little board here with some details. Killer may be a sportsman or hunter. The victims had nothing apparent in common other than when they disappeared. Victim number 3 was covered in legible tattoos. Message from the killer, maybe their art. So it's just the third one. Okay. Yep. Get to the crime scene and meet the deputy at the general store. Well, it's not necessarily in that order. I think we gotta meet the deputy and he takes us to the crime scene. Moving on. I'm sure I spent way more time in here than I needed to. I just kind of wanted to check it out. Not miss anything. I very well could have. Doesn't seem too layered. Just a good little intro that you're looking at. And there's the spot. So here we go.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in... Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Everything in me doesn't want to follow this guy. He looks dumber than a box of rocks. Sounds like it
That's so
too.
cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Believe he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now,
Alright.
this is the scene of the crime.
We about to investigate us a
We
crime
didn't touch
scene.
nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tar. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Think. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
I switched to my PlayStation. Can you hear me now? Yeah. So the only thing here is that I may be streaming our chat. Like, I don't know if there's a way to separate, like, keep my voice on for you, but not have it on the stream and toggle and all that. It's a little finicky. Include my mic's audio, include party audio. I don't care to. It's all good. Alright. So yeah, whether or not there's a background party voice. Nice. I'm actually curious if it'll play both, because sometimes we have conversations, it's like, I wouldn't mind having a conversation with a friend on this video. It would make context of, like, what I'm talking about sometimes. It's like, I don't mind it. I would actually prefer it if it worked. This video would make context. Blah, blah, blah. See if I hear you. Audio. I switched to my PlayStation. Can you hear me now? Yeah. So don't. There we go. So I can toggle my mic on this.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display? Ugh. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since.
Got Deputy Dumbass over here.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
I would just like to submit to the jury what is a not weird snuff film. Thank you. Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. That's the Vic. That was his stuff. He's been drinking. Right? Huh? Not necessarily. Well, I doubt the killers were drinking beer. Seems a little foolish. Yeah, it goes down here, I guess. Alright, they were.
They planned for the murder to happen here.
Oh, they drank beer
Passing the time
waiting.
with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years.
Yeah, why?
Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Nice. So now we can profile. Jesus. So I can ask one of these questions. It's either about the person or the way they were murdered. And I feel like there's a morality at play here in probing into the murder aspect. Obviously, it's a corrupted, darker picture on the right side, as opposed to digging into who they were and what happened, which seems a little more empathetic and moral. Potentially some negative consequences from this ritual murder intuition. Maybe we find something a little more insidious. I like the effect that it plays whenever you're hovering over the decision to try to emphasize, hey, this is kind of a big deal. It's 50-50. Let's flip a coin, folks. I'm going to use a digital flipper because I'm not getting up. Alright, heads, missing person, tails, ritual murder. Tails, ritual murder. Alright, let's ask some questions about ritual murder, folks.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home.
For once, it wasn't about me.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
So I was under the impression that I would have to choose. I get to do both.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
But you can trust me. I've been doing some research on it. And I know how to keep confidential matters confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too. A creepy twig sculpture? Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do. Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise. Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's...
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Good to see you still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place. This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder,
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. This mug always cheers me up.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual on the very day of their arrival. And then there was the page. This page, the first page that they had found, not the last. The first step down into terrifying depths. Secret truths trembling beyond the threshold. Reading the words, these words, felt like a message. Was a message. Someone knew they were here. What they were doing. Someone playing a game with them. Leading them on. An invitation. How could they not accept? The sheer audacity of this impossible mystery presented to them. even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
No. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Alright. We're going. I was ready to shoot the lock. I just had to
Seems
ask
like a nice
Deputy
town so
Dildo.
far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books.
Weapon upgrade. What? Sick.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why? Take out his heart just to throw it away.
To stuff in something for us to find.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner. I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Hello.
Any interesting guests lately?
See you around.
Still, but someone left a rare surprise under their bed for housekeeping.
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI. Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it's slowed down ever since Cauldron Lake was fenced off.
Let me guess.
I don't care about any of that. I want that $8.99 cheeseburger. And I am walking in this diner and shining my flashlight in all y'all's faces. FBI. Fuck you think this is? Fuck you think this is? Easy's on your phone. You got... What are you three doing, huh? You're a little suspicious. Got the hot sauce right next to the drink, huh? What are you doing? This guy. Huh? What do you got? Is that cherry or rhubarb? Eating a bowl of nothing over here? I see you ain't got hardly nothing in that bowl. Yeah, a very small amount of texture in there, buddy. She's almost done with her coffee. This one's just phoning it up. I like the amount of people on a phone. Hey, there's no kid, but there's a little deer here. That's cute. Alright, this guy kills people and eats their corpses. 100%. He's got a chocolate muffin, and that's the thing I like the most about him. This dude's dope. She looks like she's not impressed to even be here. Oh, these are the people we need to talk to. Oh, the other cops are being racist.
Excuse me.
Okay. They're like, they
I'm
think
Agent
they're
Silka
the
Anderson. Are
murderers.
you the bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Yep,
Hello, officer.
just
Just saw the
innocent
guys flying
people
in.
eating coffee.
So, are we
Or
being
eating
charged for
pie and
anything?
drinking
Because
coffee.
if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about.
Eating the coffee. Like the humans.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message? Ugh. We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Hi.
The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
A cult murdering a man is pretty extreme. Why didn't you tell the police what you saw?
We did. We told those 2 idiot deputies. They didn't listen. And they wanted to throw Ed and I in jail for that murder. You know, Bright Falls is just Alabama with bigger trees.
This is my case now, and no one is throwing you in jail. If you need anything else, just come to me.
Got it. Thank you, Saga.
Rest easy, buddy. I need a tool to get this open. I can't get through this.
Hey, how you doing?
So, Rose, help me out. How do you think we know each other?
We all know each other around here. It's been a while, but I never forget a face. Or a coffee order.
Guess I just have one of those faces. Seen anything out of the ordinary in town lately? Suspicious people in deer masks?
No one's suspicious. But soon enough, there'll be lots of happy people wearing deer masks for Deerfest. Practically everyone will be wearing one.
Good to know.
Hello.
All set. My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
I need bolt cutters. Force it open. Okay, let's take a look at our patient.
I'll start with the external inspection, before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy.
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Think, Saga. Right.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale Hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Yo, shit just got so real. What the fuck? Holy shit.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
Did you see me shoot him in the dick? I shot him right in the dick. Return to slab energy here.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale Hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. Wait.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it. I can't force it open. can't be opened on this side. It won't open. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Night.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Oh. Ooh. He knocked my gun out of the room. I need to find it. He's coming. Need to be in the light.
Yeah.
He can't see me in the light.
I got it to where I've got some more health, you know? Like, at least the most that I can manage right now. Which ain't bad. Little locket charm for bonus, and then the healing bandage. So,
now.
it's resource manage. As far as shooting him, that's like, seems like a waste of bullets. At least right here. It says nothing to do but to do it. Shoot him in the head, it's like he comes at you. Not quite sure. I don't want to, like, look up a video immediately. Like, it's lazy. People are afraid to die. I'm not. I'm willing to die a bunch of times to figure something out. I didn't mean to start it without grabbing that. Fuck. They banked on that. You said Elden Ring?
He can't see me in the light.
No, I didn't.
My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
I mean, I did play Dark Souls 2 a little bit.
Go.
Tank. Jesus. Right, like, do I have, like, any thermite or something? About to go play zombies just so I feel like a fucking capable gamer. Jesus. What does he even want you to do here, brah? Like, I get it, you have a flashlight, he's strong, you can focus the flashlight. What's that gonna do? Give me a better view of his penis? Like, shit. I love this chick and how stupid and mindless she is because she ends up banged up against the fucking door, dude. It's pretty great. It's like, nope, she has nothing of value to say. Why? Because she won't be here in a second. Yeah, this is absurd, though. Wish I had dynamite, bro. I'd fuck this guy up. Alright. What time is it? 2? If I stop now, I can switch games. Yeah, this is not a bad start, but oh boy.